Incendiary ammunition, aviation, artillery. Russian troops used almost every type of weapon they have. For 4 months they have been trying to break the defense line of the Ukrainian armed forces near Bakhmut. During this time they have not succeeded.
For the Russian occupiers, the Bakhmut area, in principle, this district of the Donetsk region, is quite problematic because defense lines were formed there by the armed forces of Ukraine. In fact, since 2014, there has been a stronghold of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Donetsk region. It is more, let's say, monolithically formed more thoroughly than, for example, in the Luhansk region.
The speed of the Russian army's advance around Bakhmut can be measured in meters. For each meter, Russia pays with hundreds of lives of its military. The city of Bakhmut is strategically important for both sides. It is an important junction center, and it can become a base for a further advance. Exactly here, in Bakhmut, a large number of mercenaries of the Wagner Group are involved in the war. Capturing the city is a matter of prestige for Yevgeny Prigozhin. The cook of Putin, one of the richest Russians and owner of the Wagner Group, Prigozhin wants to prove his value as a military leader, and also to humiliate the leadership of the Russian Ministry of Defense, with whom he and Kadyrov are in open conflict. Kremlin propagandists are talking about Prigozhin's successes, but it has no connection to reality.
A Russian information operation is advancing the narrative that Russian forces are making significant progress in Bakhmut, likely to improve morale among Russian forces and possibly to improve the personal standing of Wagner Group financier Yevgeny Prigozhin. Russian forces are likely falsifying claims of advances in the Bakhmut area to portray themselves as making gains in at least one sector amid continuing losses in northeast and southern Ukraine, from the report of the Institute for the Study of War.
Instead, in some areas, the Ukrainian army counterattacked the enemy. During the last assault, it pushed the enemy several kilometers back.
In recent days, the armed forces of Ukraine have made significant progress in Bakhmut. They broke through the line of defense and advanced by 2 to 5 kilometers, gained strategic points which they did not hold before.
Most probably, the Russian military will spend the winter at a disadvantage in the battlefield. They will not be able to take Bakhmut before the frost, says Alexander Kovalenko.
Of course, Bakhmut will not be invaded by the enemy. It is unlikely that the Russians in their current position will be able to occupy it. They need a completely different resource to implement such a task.
Bakhmut remains the hottest place in Donbas. The Russian army is shelling the city every day. There is no electricity, water and gas supply. Local authorities urge civilians who still remain in Bakhmut to evacuate as soon as they can. Reported by Roman Smoler, Vasyl Panasyuk, UATV News.